Alright guys, hi everybody, this is Fly with Ash. Well, nope, that's not true. Hi guys, welcome to Life with Ash. I'm Ash. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about my trip. Me and my best friend every year do a trip together, and this year we decided to go to Tulum, Mexico, because we weren't able to go to New Zealand this year, unfortunately. Hopefully next year. COVID has put a damper in all of our plans worldwide, so yeah. But anyways, we did go on this trip to Tulum. We stayed there 8 days in total. We got there on the 27th on my best friend's birthday, and we had an easy flight. I think she had 2 connection flights and I came straight from Newark, so I went straight there, you know. Easy peasy, took a couple hours, no big deal. First one is shout out Roberto. He was our driver. Private Suburban came and picked us up, and there was Wi-Fi on board, there was water, there was beers that he came. He played music for us. The van, it was a Suburban van, so it's all black leather. Very, very affordable. It's a 2-hour drive from Tulum from Cancun Airport, which is okay because me and Sam just got to catch up. It was great. Get to our Airbnb and we ended up staying in, I think it's called La Velita. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And that little town is where all of the development is happening in Tulum, which is great. And there's a bunch of new condos coming up and new houses and apartments, and everything's not expensive as far as like what you would think, because Tulum is such an exclusive place. Well, not exclusive, but up and coming place. So we stayed at the first place for 4 nights, and I'll insert a picture around here somewhere if I can figure out how to do that. It was great. We ended up having our own private pool at the Airbnb that we had. So me and Sam took a couple photos and, you know, just enjoyed ourselves, because honestly, we both work very hard, and, you know, life gets a little crazy, and it's nice to be able to relax and unwind and just let loose. So the first night we ended up going to Taboo, which is a very popular spot in Tulum. A lot of people go there. It's very touristy. It's on the beach, and personally I liked Taboo for the beach vibes because I am a beach girl, California born and raised. Like, was at the beach every single day if I had a chance or a choice. Yeah, I was there. I even worked on the beach. Loved it. We had a great time. We ended up being on the beach for 3 days because we just couldn't get enough of it. The sand is beautiful. Mexico beaches in Tulum are just, gosh, they're amazing. They're beautiful. Like, that whole town, city, country, it's beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you that Mexico is bad, because it is not. Absolutely not. I had a blast. So Taboo for 3 days. We ended up being there for dinner, and then we ended up going in the daytime the next day for just like the beach parties. And we bought the day bed there. Situation was, we paid $75 for the day bed. $50 of that $75 went to a credit that you can accrue to food or drinks. And if you go with multiple people, they put all your credit together, and then you pay whatever is left over from that. Then at night, we also went to Rosa Negra. It's a restaurant that's kind of like party vibes too, and it was kind of a hassle getting in. I think that night that they had a little trouble with the reservations. Something happened, so everybody got like mixed up reservations. We ended up getting seated 2 hours after our reservation. it was a little frustrating, but you know, we make the best of everything, so we just enjoyed ourselves. The next night we went to Gitano, which was so freaking good. Oh my God. The food at Gitano is so good. The atmosphere, the vibe, everything about that restaurant, you guys are perfect. I have no complaints when it comes to you. Our server was great. The bus boys were great. The hostesses were great. The manager was great. Like, everything about that establishment, you guys are doing so well. Even the cleanliness of it, as far as like COVID goes right now, like everything that all the steps, it's great. You know, they don't let people just stand outside in line, especially if they know that they're going to be booked in full, which is why I tell everybody, make reservations before you go places. Don't just go, just in case. You never know. It was fun. Like, the food was really good. Like I said, everything about it was great. We ended up going to, where did we go that night? I think we went to Shiva that night. That was, no, we didn't go to Shiva. We saw it, and everything was closing down because they closed down around 11:30, 12 o'clock in Tulum now. So we went back home, and I think the next day we went to, what did we do? Oh, we did cenotes. I'm so sorry. We did cenotes at, we did a whole excursion. We did an excursion with, I think it's called Selma Vida. I'll post it up there. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, guys. These people were amazing. Oh my God. We did so many activities, and I had a blast. My group that I went with was so much fun. The people that were with the group that we were a part of ended up being so great too. We ended up having like 6 other people, and we all just had a great time. So the first thing that we did was zip lining, which that was my first time, and I had a blast. The guys that run it were so enthusiastic, and it kept us pumped up. And I'm really scared of heights, but I had no fear that day. I was upside down on zip lines and all kinds of stuff. It was so much fun. Then we ended up doing rock climbing, and then we did some rappelling, which is when you jump from the top and you rappel down. And then we did 2 cenotes. And if you don't know what a cenote is, it's basically an underwater cave that has deteriorated, and it leaves these limestone, what are they called? Limestone caverns, and it's like spring water, and it's so beautiful. Water is so cold, and there's some bats in there sometimes, so you gotta be careful. But overall, it's like it's a crazy experience. Like, it's perfect. Then at the end of the excursion, they ended up serving us a Mayan lunch, which was great. Like, my crew was either, I think Sam is the only person that eats meat, but the rest of us were all pescatarians. So they had a vegetarian option for us, and then there was also chicken, beef. The tortillas there are, they're so good. Those, man. There was drinks, and there was beer, and there was, just like water and stuff. But overall, like, that excursion, it was very affordable. We paid like $80 American. They take pesos. They usually take card, but I think something was happening with their card readers that day. So just, if you decide to go, which I hope you do because it's so much fun, take cash. And you can pay in pesos or US dollars, doesn't matter, they take both. Then that night we checked into Core Tulum Adults Only Resort Spa. And it's all-inclusive, and it was beautiful. The location that they have secured gives you a view of the ocean that you can't get anywhere else. Like, oh my God, the pictures we got to take, there was no filters on these pictures, and I'll try to insert them into this clip somehow. They were beautiful. We ended up being there on a night of a full moon too, so like, we got to see everything. It was great. The hotel staff is so accommodating. We asked for a late checkout, and they were able to accommodate us for that because we had an Airbnb the next day, but we weren't able to check in like straight away. However, they were like very accommodating, like, yeah, no problem. They give you wristbands and like literally everything's included: drinks, food, room service. We ended up getting room service to our room twice, and we got breakfast and something else, and we got lunch before we left, and it was great. The first night that we stayed there, or the only night that we stayed there, that night after we went to dinner, we ended up going to Shiva because my best friend likes hookah, and so do I. And this was something that's right next to Gitano on the strip in Tulum, like the main strip where all the tourist stuff was. So we were like, oh, let's just go check it out. We ended up becoming really good friends with the owner, Vignay. You were amazing. Thank you for everything that you did. You were like, I recommend everybody that goes to Tulum to go check out Vignay's spot. He is so great. His staff is amazing. They're very accommodating. They're very nice and sweet, and they go over and above for their customers and to have a good time. And the shishas there are beautiful. He has these Egyptian hookahs they're so beautiful, and it's just and it's outdoors, so it's like open and you feel like you're in the jungle, but also like there's drinks. My favorite drink at his place is the Bombay, I want to say punch. It's really good. It's made with mezcal. And he also has this thing that he does with his mezcal where they serve it with slices of oranges and tahini, and it's delicious. Like, we had a few of those shots. My best friend ended up setting up a dinner for me that night, or for my birthday, at Vignay's restaurant, and he was like, what do you like? What are your favorites? What da 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 da? And I was just like, oh, I like this, I like that. I love Indian food, and if you like Indian food, go there. They have some of the best Samoas, so good, with this like coriander, cilantro sauce. Let's just call it sauce because I can't figure it out. Then the next night, I had a surprise for my best friend. I had kept it from her for 2 months, and I did all my research. I looked up different chefs. I ended up booking a private chef, let's just say that. But I did a bunch of research. There's a few private chefs that are in Tulum. I just so happened to really like Chef Alex's reviews on Yelp. His website is amazing. I also did some research on the restaurants that he worked at, and his TripAdvisor reviews are really good. So I reached out to him, and he made us a menu that was according to our dietary restrictions. And like I said, we're pescatarians. My best friend, she eats meat, but not often. But originally it was a dinner for 4, then it went down to 3, then it went down to 4, then it went down to 3 again. And then her cousin, who she hadn't seen in 2 years, ended up booking a ticket last minute. So last minute, I called Alex, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I know you're supposed to be here in a couple hours. Is there any way that we can make the dinner for 4? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem, no big deal. And I was like, oh my God, thanks, Alex. So Alex comes, and we had a bunch of mishaps, and it's nothing that he did. It's literally everything that was going on with our Airbnb. But he was so prepared for anything, and I am such a Virgo that somebody that, goes back and makes sure it's like, if this happens, at least I have this and I can fall back on this. Alex, your meal was one of the highlights of our trip. Literally, we still can't stop talking about it. It's a week later. We're still talking about it. I posted pictures on my Instagram and some on my Facebook, and people are asking, oh my God, where did you make that? They think I made it. And I have a culinary background too, but I'm like, oh no. This is Chef Alex's stuff, and I give everybody his information. I will be posting that in this video too, because if you're going to Tulum or Cancun or Playa del Rey, he travels to those places, and he also offers a mezcal experience. He does grocery shopping, and he also does his cooking. He does cooking classes, and he also does cooking, like dinners or whatever. And you can book him for one meal or multiples. And he has his website is so straightforward and self-explanatory, and it's so easy to navigate that a monkey could do it, honestly. Chef Alex, I just want to say thank you for your work. You and the helper that you brought, you guys were amazing. The drinks were fabulous. Oh my God. Yes, I need that recipe, girl. Like, I need it. But also the situation of the stove not working and then him coming back and being like, oh, well, this is what I have, so I'm gonna make do with this. And it's still coming out flawlessly. You are amazing. Everything that you do, great, love it. I will be posting more of his pictures and some of the videos that I recorded from that night. I will be posting that on my Instagram as well. Fly with Ash, please check it out. It was amazing, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be getting a lot more people because I've already told 10 people about your experience, and they're all coming to Tulum. So fingers crossed. I hope that works out for you guys. Like I said, they were great. And then the next day was my actual birthday, September 2nd. I am a Virgo. Very happy about that. My friends and we ended up renting bikes at our Airbnb. Our Airbnb is really nice. It's really next to the Mayan jungle. It was eco-friendly, so they had the separate trash cans with the organic waste and the non-organic waste. And we had a giant hammock for one of our ceilings, which is something I've never seen before, and that's the reason why I booked it. And I ended up calling Xavier, who is the owner of this apartment complex, and he came and fixed the stove because we could not figure out how to work it, and it ended up being on a child lock situation from the previous tenants because I guess they had children there. Fine, no biggie. But the place is beautiful. Like, it was super clean, and I just loved the overall vibes. We all felt very calm, and just we were able to relax and unwind. And honestly, I think the part of this trip wasn't to just like wow out and have fun. It was more so to adjust and center ourselves and unwind and just have a good time. There was not one part of that trip where I wasn't smiling. I was very happy. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Even when we went to Vignet's spot and he prepared this beautiful setup for us and at Shiva, and we had this beautiful meal, and it was all organic. It was all fresh foods, organic plants, and even the decor that he put on top of the tables just to like set up and make it nice was beautiful. Oh my goodness. He put some thought into it and he used what he had, but it's like I couldn't have asked for a better birthday dinner, honestly. That was great. I enjoyed myself. The people that I came with, they enjoyed themselves. I took pictures and I posted videos, and people are like, oh my God, where is this place? Like, this looks amazing. And the fact that he like created this meal for me that was off the menu for me and my guests, like, he went above and beyond. And I really want to say thank you, Vignette, for your hospitality and just making my birthday something that I will never forget. Like, that experience in general was amazing. Thank you so much. And then, the next day we just had a day of rest. Honestly, we didn't do much. We went shopping a little bit, and then we went home. Tulum was great. I actually have no complaints. The whole time that I was there, I was rocking my sister's bundles from her boutique, Marilyn Lane Boutique. And I went swimming in it. I was in the ocean. I was in cenotes. Like, I had it braided in 2 little ponytails, and I was riding my bike with it flowing in the wind. And it's still holding up. There's a little bit of tangle, but that's because I haven't brushed it. But it's still soft. It's still like doing its thing. It looks good. No complaints here. It is very long. This is probably the longest hair that I've worn ever. But it's good quality hair. I will say the only thing that I did notice is that the curls took a little time to come back, but after I washed it and deep conditioned it, it was back to its, you know, little glory waves or whatever. So it's doing good. So if you're looking for some hair, go check her out. That's it. I don't want to make this video too long. It's already at almost 20 minutes, and I just wanted to post my experience in Tulum, and I will be trying to post. As I'm editing this video, I just realized I never spoke about Black in Tulum, which is a Facebook group of Black people that live in Tulum that are making this dope community in Tulum. And if you are going, please check it out. It's on Facebook. I'll post it in the video so you guys can see it. I can't believe I forgot. I literally editing the video and I realized it just now. So I'll put it in there. More on this page and do some reviews and just like literal life with Ash things, you know, especially with the things that are going on in the world right now. And I just want to say thank you for coming to my channel, and peace, love, and blessings.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. Also follow me on social media. See you soon.